Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Dark Souls. I'm your host and commentator, Brian, and I would love to apologize for what happened during this episode. You will see what I mean. Something terrible happened. I accidentally deleted the recording for the whole thing. Not the whole thing, almost all of it, up until the final boss fight. Thank God I like to cut at the final boss fight. Because then I can go back and heal and then come back and do the boss fight, and makes editing much easier in case I die. Stuff like that. So I do have the final boss fight, and that's good. And then everything afterwards. But I accidentally deleted this whole segment right here of the Crystal Caves and the garden or the forest here at the Duke's Archives. So if you cut along the right wall, as soon as you drop down, there'll be a body with a blue Titanite chunk sitting right there. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and show you the location of all the items and how to kind of get through the Crystal Cave, because that I don't want to not do this part. I don't want to not show this part off. I want to be able to show this part. I want to be able to show the whole game, but I fucked up. So this is the best I can do, since you cannot save in Dark Souls, where it automatically saves after every little fucking thing you do. So there's no way of me going back and redoing all that part. But this is the best I can do. Don't worry, there wasn't anything major. All I did was pick up items. I think that was mainly it. Yeah, I just picked up items, and there is a cutscene of Seath entering the arena that I missed out on. But as you're cutting across the field there, that second body I showed you is a crystalline armor set. So that's where you'll get that. And as you're crossing through there, you'll notice a yellow golem, unlike these blue ones. And you're going to want to fight the yellow golem and kill it, because it has another NPC character trapped inside it that you're going to release. And it's Sigmar's daughter, Sieglinde. This part right here, you'll notice these snowflakes are kind of crashing against the nothing, the air. That's actually a pathway that you can take. It's an invisible pathway that you can take to get to this humanity that sits right up there. But once you talk to Sieglinde, exhaust all her dialogue, and then you have to kill every single blue golem in the area before she'll leave. Once you do that, she'll head to Firelink Shrine. Make sure you say yes to whatever she says, too. So this is your first hint that there are invisible pathways right there. You have these little notes that are going to tell you. You just want to follow the snowflakes. Make sure, if you see a snowflake fall and break, go and stand where the snowflake broke, and then wait for the next snowflake to fall and break. And that's a good way to get across. It's kind of slow. You'll see me do it here in a minute, but you're going to want to drop down here as well and head into this cave. Inside this cave, there are two crystal lizards, maybe some more. I don't know. There's at least 2 crystal lizards in there, though, that you can kill for a lot of twinkling titanite and green titanite. But this is actually where I died last recording, when I was trying to record everything and show you the locations. I wanted to do this all without dying once. Unfortunately, I die later, but I cut it. It's not as bad. This pathway will lead you to a blue titanite slab, which is extremely rare. There's only one of those in this game. There's actually only one of each slab in the game, except for the regular titanite slab, which there's 2. And you have to complete Sigmar as well, his quest line, as well as defeat that boss in the Northern Undead Asylum to acquire both. So we're trying to do that. But this is where the blue titanite slab location is. You can also actually farm those moonlight butterfly, I think they're called crystal cave butterflies. You can farm those for blue titanite slabs and blue titanite chunks as well. The blue titanite slabs are a very rare drop, though. Very rare. But you can equip the gold covetous, serpent ring or whatever. This pathway actually kind of winds, too, so that's something to note. The other pathways that have been invisible that we've been taking are straight, but this one kind of winds. So look out for that. That's Bad News Bears right there. Partly why this took me like 5 attempts to record, because I kept dying right here. But anyway, I'm just going to kind of make my way back to this little cave. And we're actually going to drop off this invisible path down below, because there's another corpse. And on that corpse, you'll get a blue titanite chunk, I believe. Yeah, it's a blue titanite chunk. You get a blue titanite chunk on that. We actually only have, after grabbing that one, we only have one more item to grab in the crystal caves, and then we'll be kind of done with it. But this is where I die right here. I was traveling all the way up to that other side, and I guess I got a little bit too far to the right. You want to keep to the left a little bit as you're doing this, because as you can see, I get a little bit too far to the right and fall right there through that crack. That's okay, because cut. And this is me going back and grabbing my remains, getting those souls back. Because by the end of this, I think I have like 8,000 souls or something decent. I don't know. There's actually also a golem, a very powerful golem sitting on this little like bridge thin bridge pathway, but he doesn't respawn, so that's why he's not there. I killed him in my original recording. So let's just go ahead and hop back down here. And you can read that, imminent fall. And this is just going to be another straight shot forward. You know, you're going to want to just kind of gauge where you're going, look at the crystals once again. But for the most part, it's just straightforward. It's just a long bridge, long invisible bridge, you know, connecting you to the other end. And if you cut off to the left here, you can go down this little kind of winding area, and you'll find the soul of a hero. So that's good. That's worth a lot of souls right here on this corpse. Soul of a hero. Oh, yeah. Anyway, once you head up and you go back through that cave, you're going to run into a bunch of those shell guys that we ran into at the Ash Lake. There's a bunch of those guys there. So you can kill them. You don't have to. You can just run past them and into the room, which will initiate the cutscene of Seath kind of entering the room really silly, like, I don't know, just kind of gliding in like a weirdo. But that's it. Next, it's going to cut to the boss fight here in a second, so I'll just let it go ahead and do that. Alright, this is the Seath the Scaleless boss fight, everybody. Yeah, things got really screwy when I deleted that whole episode there. Or half of this episode, I guess you could say. Had to go back and record it. Sorta. I don't know. But anyway, this is the boss fight here. This is Seath the Scaleless, baby. I'm going to go ahead and try and chop off his back tail there, it looks like. Yeah, the thing about this guy is, what I did was cast Great Magic Barrier as I entered. And I ran over here, broke this thing, because you need to break that in order to, like, permanently damage him. And he has a weapon on his back tail. If you can cut off his back tail, which you need to aim for the tip. If you're going to do that, you need to aim at the tip if you want to cut it off. But you can cut off his back tail. It's the Moonlight Greatsword. So if I guess you're a greatsword user, that's all you. It's not for me. Still got it, though. I actually died on him quite a few times. And then decided to just record it when I beat him and, I don't know, narrate it post recording. So I think I'm about to cut, oh, maybe I don't cut off the tail soon, I don't know. As you can see, I'm trying to run around and cut off the tail. And that's actually where he does most of his damage, is back there by his tail. He can take out your life like it's fucking cool, man. Like 3 hits and you're dead. And it's all instant. You get staggered, all that. And you actually can't really block against him anyway, so, I mean, you might as well give up all hope of that. That's why I'm running around two-handed here. Kind of just chopping away. He's trying to curse me with those crystals. That's his move. It's a curse move, where he curses you with these crystals. You can kind of, I don't know, avoid it. Oh shit. Alright. I don't know, it's kind of long. Kind of a long thing, so I don't know. I don't know really what to talk about. I did do a few things after this, though, that I'm going to show. Just a couple of things, like storyline progression. I figured I could fit it into this episode. This episode's it's going to kind of be short anyways. It'll probably only be like, you know, a 20-25 minute episode anyway, so whatever. Yeah, he's constantly spinning, too. I haven't even gathered my souls yet, or my dead body. I think I have like 20,000 on it. But I head to Firelink Shrine and handle some business there, and then go to Blighttown, I believe? Yeah, Blighttown. Handle some business there. When you'll get back to Firelink Shrine, you'll notice that it's getting kind of like, you know, it's getting pretty spacious there. Everyone's leaving or dying. Right now, the only people at Firelink Shrine are Griggs, the Sorcerer, Anastasia, the Firekeeper, Sieglinde, who you go and visit. That's why part of why we go back to Firelink Shrine. She's there, and then Kingseeker Fromp and Patches. That's like it. Oh, and Domhnall of Zayna. He moves there too. The guy that was in the depths that looked all goofy, but I didn't really show off his location yet. I should, or I will eventually. We're gonna do like a whole cleanup at the end of this game. You know, right before we fight the final boss and have to end it. There we go. Just cut off his tail. God damn it! That took me so many tries. This boss fight's not even that hard. It's just hard if you're trying to get his weapon. think I just kind of pelt him with sunlight spears, or lightning spears. A couple times, yeah. But anyway, so I was looking through all my files, and I had a few recordings because I kept dying and stuff, trying to get that damn tail. So I went and deleted the ones that were like, you know, that didn't work out, that I didn't want to keep. I ended up deleting the whole Crystal Cave section. So that's why I had to go back through it all weird, like show you where the item locations are without actually gathering the items and kind of speeding through it. But I apologize for that. That's the problem with these games, that like you can't save like on your own accord. You have to, it like autosaves after every single fucking thing, so you can't. It makes recording harder because, you know, if you mess up, you can like save it during recording or something. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But see, the Scalus is now dead. And that's how you handle that. I'm all moving around in my bed and it's super loud while I'm recording this. Drinking a glass of grape juice because it's delicious, man. That's why. Yeah, fucking tail. I remember I was pissed off at that. And you'll get a nice 60,000 souls for that as well. So, that's good. And these are the souls I'm actually going to be spending all these souls. We're going to need to get a lot of souls here in the near future if you plan on progressing all these NPC storylines and stuff. So I'd recommend it. I found out what happened to Laurentius as well, so you'll see that a little bit later on. But here we are back at Firelink Shrine now. I'm running over to Griggs, who was sitting there with Big Hat Logan, but Logan's gone, remember, he's in the Duke's archives now.
Master Logan has left on his own again. It seems that he is still determined to find the famed regal archives in Anolondo. I intend to search for him. Only before I leave, there is one thing I wish to do. You see, Master Logan has left most of his books. With them, I could teach you Logan sorcery. You have done much to assist me.
So now he has a few new spells. That's the whole point of this now.
I will teach you
so he can sell you a few new spells. So, just go into his inventory. You have to buy everything. Buy both of his rings and all of his spells to progress his story. So, I did that. Boom, boom. I did a bit of off-camera buying. You know, off-recording buying.
Master Logan is at the archives. Thank the heavens. Finally, his wish has been granted. I suppose he has his head buried in those tomes. That's always what made Master Logan happiest. I can just imagine him now. I wish to do what I can to locate Master Logan.
This is him explaining that he's going to go looking for him here.
Well, just sit around
but not until he sold us all his items. His Sorcerer Catalyst is not a single item. He has an unlimited amount of those. I bought that off camera too. Wasted 500 souls on it. But whatever, it's just 500 souls. I shit out 500 souls.
Two things are required for sorcery. First, you must then... Oh.
Alright, fuck you, Griggs.
Alright. May we...
Next, I walked over to Sieglinde. Progressed her storyline. She's gonna ask you if you've seen her father. You say yes. She's gonna be like, oh, okay, and she's gonna take off. Simple as that. Next, I warped to the Daughter of Chaos. After I looked for a better warp spot for a long time. Alright, I went and paid 30 humanities to the Daughter of Chaos, and that's how you acquire this one. That took a little while as well, so that's why I did that off camera. Or off recording. I also upgraded my SS Flask to +4. And then, as I was running to go see Zigmire, I got naked because my guy was really slow, and I equipped that iron rusted ring or whatever, wooden ring, I don't know what it's called. But the point is, on the way I ran into Laurentius. Looks like he had gone hollow and left down here, which he actually he went hollow early for me. He wasn't supposed to go hollow so early. He's supposed to go hollow once you upgrade your Pyromancy Flame to +10 and then ascend it and make it Kilana's pyromancy flame, which we're gonna do. Another reason we need a bunch of souls. But then you take it to him, he's like, where'd you do that? And you're like, I did it down here. And he's like, holy shit, I'm gonna check that out. So, anyway, he went hollow way too early for me, and I actually missed out on buying a couple of his pyromancies due to that you can only get from him, so bummer. But all you do is travel along the right side of the lower Blighttown swamps. You'll run into him if he's hollowed. If not, then just keep going, and you will eventually run into Zigmire, which you should have 3 purple moss clumps ready to give him in order to progress his story. But he's right over here. You can talk to him for a hot second. And I just want to note that after this, I'm going to go ahead and farm a bunch of green Titanite shards and upgrade my overdue divine falchion. So, just a heads up on that. And those green slugs around this area are very good for farming, so I'll be using them. And also, I will buy a bunch of spells from the NPC characters up until the last one, just so I can show on screen what happens when you buy their last one. And I think I'm going to buy some Homeward Bones as well. So I got a few things to do off camera. Put a bunch of shit in my item box, all that. So I'm going to get to that here in a bit. But I'm going to end the episode right after I get done talking with Zigmire here. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.